This might be the strangest flight I've seen yet. I mean, how much demand could there possibly be from a flight from Mongolia to Czech Republic directly? Apparently some, because it goes there twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. This is part 5 of ranking every country based on how many countries they fly to directly. Well, remember in part 1 when I said, because it was manual, there are definitely some mistakes with this list. That happened, and I missed Dominica, who should have been much farther down the list. They visit a total of 7 countries, 6 of them being Caribbean, 1 being the US, and then a few overseas territories. Okay, after clearing that up, we're moving on to the 9 destination countries. They are Chad, Equatorial Guinea, Somalia, Palau, and Uruguay. Chad is very interesting to look at with just all of the empty space to the north where the Sahara Desert is. I know it's a huge desert, but it's just crazy to look at from a zoomed out view. In comparison, here's how Europe looks like from the same angle. Regardless, Chad still visits 3 different continents with a flight to France and to Turkey, as well as a lot of the countries in their area. The only country in Africa with the main language of Spanish is Equatorial Guinea, which means they obviously have a flight back to Spain. They also have a flight over to France, as well as the main hubs in Africa. Somalia has flights to the large airports in East Africa, as well as over to Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and UAE. Palau has flights split pretty evenly between Oceania and Asia. They also have a flight starting to Japan in April of 2025, so I decided to go ahead and count that. Uruguay is somewhat cursed by a bad location in terms of flight variety. They fly to most of the countries in South America, as well as heading north to the US and northeast to Spain. The next 4 countries head to 10 places directly. St. Lucia has 2 major airports, with SLU heading to the Caribbean, and UVF heading to the US, UK, Canada, Guyana. Mauritania has flights around Northwest Africa with flights to Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia, as well as heading south to Senegal, Gambia, and Guinea. Additionally, it leaves the continent heading to France and Turkey. Honduras heads to every country in Central America besides Nicaragua. It also goes to the US and Spain. And finally, Mongolia is last with the craziest flight path of the day. I mean, who would have guessed that Mongolia flies directly to the Czech Republic? It also flies to Russia, China, Kazakhstan, Vietnam, Thailand, and a few other places. That's all for part 5. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in part 6.